Greetings, wonderful humans. J.W. Alistar, King of Games Champion and co-host of Hell and High Tales, here bringing you my thoughts on Occult Midnight Civil Servants. I can never remember that name. Bringing you my thoughts on Episode 2, obviously. So, we start this episode basically by learning that Arata, the reason he could hear people hear the others and understand their speech has something to do with his bloodline. I guess he's related to some sort of yokai or something, or a yokai fucked one of his great ancestors, so it's in his blood or something. We don't know completely yet. Aside from that he's related to some dude that somehow makes him have this trait, and for some fucking reason, they call it, like, ears of sand, which is really weird. Like, I don't know why it's called ears of sand. That's just a really weird name. They didn't really explain it either. They're just like, yeah, it's ears of sand. That makes sense to someone somewhere. Yeah. So that was weird. We see their boss. We see Senda. And he's also decent looking. But he's also not as hot as the other dudes in the show, so we know he's less important. That's how the show works so far. Like, how hot you are determines how important you are to the show. That's what I'm guessing is the case. It certainly feels like that's the case. Abe no Semi is the... I'm never gonna remember that, so I wrote it down. I'm terrible with names, but that's the name of the dude, the ancestor dude that he's somehow related to. That's the name that the, one Tengu referred to him as at the end of the last episode, and that's the name that a random fuck is gonna refer to him as at the end of this episode. So, consistency of people thinking he's this other dude, this is just like, this is just gonna like turn into the plot of fucking Sonic Adventure 2, with just a shit ton of people being out to get this dude because he looks like this other dude. Because, well, is related to in this case, at least. Well, I mean, I'm guessing they also look similar. At least I hope. That would make it make extra sense. They go to his house, and we have, like, this random girl, I don't remember her name, but she's, like, the single most plain-looking human in human history. I mean, okay, maybe not as bad as, like, Shinji from Evangelion, but, like, I mean, who's supposed to look plain, but, like, this is, like, top-tier plain-looking human right here. So plain girl, she basically thinks he's a prostitute, which I thought was really funny, because she sees that he's working with two very hot dudes, one of them who looks like a gay prostitute in a lab coat, and knows that they work mostly at night, so she ends up asking, hey, so you doing gay shit for the government? Is that your job? Government gay shit? I would be curious on what the effects of a frickin' government gay male prostitute program would have on the economy. But, they go into this frickin' old building or whatever of his grandparents or ancestors or what have you, and, basically trying to get old documents and shit, because they're wondering why the fuck this dude can just hear these guys, and they're trying to figure that out. So they're trying to get these old documents. They open it. A frickin' cat is there with two tails. And he's like, hey, I know you. Remember that flashback at the beginning of the episode where we're holding a cat? Well, that's me. And then the main character's like, yeah, sorry, I just forget everything from my childhood that could possibly be relevant to the plot. And, the cat's a freaking yokai or another or whatever, and it can talk. And its name's Yuki, and it's been lonely as shit because they just had it locked in this freaking shack guarding paper for like a billion years. So it's just had a really depressing existence for a while until they walked in. And, he's like, I can't let you take these documents. It is my job to guard these documents and make sure no one takes them. And then freaking Miyako, Arata, he's just like, well, what if, like, I know it's your job to guard the documents, but what if we just move the documents and just let you guard them in a different location? And the cat's just like, oh shit, yeah, let's do that. Fuck. I mean, okay, he protests a little bit, but it's like, the least, it's like the shortest protest ever. He's basically like, shit, yeah, you're right, dude, let's do that, shit. I didn't think of that. I could've just moved these and just watched them from anywhere. I didn't have to keep them in this dusty old building. Shit, I'm a dumbass. We see Tarabo, the Tengu from the last episode that was trying to romance the angel. We get follow-up on that, and he's beat up, and even though it looked like in the last episode that the Tengu and the angels were going to be kind of okay-ish with the marriage, apparently they're not. They're still super upset about it, and they just beat the shit out of him for it. So I thought that plot would just stop being relevant after episode 1, and it was just kind of thrown out there as a way to get a quick random story about another Zat, but apparently that's still going on, which is cool. Terabo's happy because, freaking Arna still approves the relationship, and the cat says some shit about some shit, or something. I forgot. I literally just watched this too, but it wasn't that important. Oh yeah, he just said that he's happy, also. Yeah, that's all it was. Freaking... they talk about, like, Izuna, which are rat things that involve, like, living bendable metal. We didn't actually, like, see them as much as we just, like, heard them make normal rat noises. And some dude, some frickin' rando on a frickin' bird stole their rat metal tail things or whatever, and then it also stole, like, they also find these fairies, and the fairies are like, man, I can't fucking fly, it sucks. And he's like, why can't you fly? And they're like, didn't you know that fairies need magic powder to fly? Didn't you know that? Our wings don't work if you don't fucking throw dust at it. That's just a thing. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. Cool. I mean, whatever. They need powder to fly. And, long hair McFuckington stole it, just like he stole the rat metal thing. And, oh yeah, the freaking, the Keisha. There's a Keisha. The freaking crazy hair long dude riding the bird. Well, the bird's a Keisha. And it's this big, giant bird thing with, like, 1 billion heads. It's got, like, 9 heads. And, like, 1 extra neck that doesn't have a head, and just bleeds on everything while it's flying around. Which is fucking hilarious to imagine. I wish that when we saw it flying, because we just saw, like, flying over a moon, like, not even flapping, it was just like... I wish we just had, like, this thing going, and one of its extra neck that doesn't have a head was just, like, going, like... just spraying fucking blood on everything, like in a freaking elephant trunk, just like... blood on everything. That would have been significantly funnier, but, I guess they just didn't want to turn into a completely absurdist comedy, so they're just like, yeah, it's just a freaking bird. The 1 billion heads. And necks. But it's missing one of the heads, and it's bleeding on everything, and this freaking long hair dude riding it that's just stealing random shit for something that we don't know yet. And, freaking... Arata's like, but what if, guys, hear me out, dudes, what if I talk to the bird and tell it to stop bleeding on shit? And then their guys are like, dude, it's a fucking bird. You can't talk to birds. So that was a conversation. They go to the freaking house of this Ayane, and there's a Zashiki Warashi named Suzuka who likes to be called Suzu, and he talks to her, and apparently she has like a weird contract thingy to do with the people of the house where they like chop her hair off, once in a while, and in return they like put it on this thing, like as part of some sort of ritual to keep a thing from getting out of that thing. It's basically, okay, they got like some sort of spooky shit sealed up in there. And they use the hair and some other shit as a thing to keep the spooky shit sealed in the spooky shit tomb. And she ends up saying something about an Oni, which presumably is the spooky shit. And Onis, I actually know what that is, because I played Yokai Watch, and there's a shit ton of Onis in Yokai Watch that fuck your shit up. So if they're anything like the Onis in fucking Yokai Watch, then they're fucked if that gets out. So I'm excited now, because Onis are just a big-ass, huge-ass, motherfucking truckin'-ass, tanky ogre people. They're just huge-ass ogres. So, with big clubs. So if that's what's... if that's what's in the thing, if that gets out, everyone's fucked. So I'm kind of excited now, because if they're already hinting at the possibility of that thing getting out, then if I know anything about foreshadowing, then, that motherfucker's getting out of there. And we're gonna get some big-ass motherfucking tankin'-ass, huge-ass fucking, a big boy Oni busting out of there with his big club, I hope. I'm excited for that. I love this show way more because we might get a big Oni running around. I'm excited. And, so that's just the thing, and they're like, dude, this dude fucking stole the girl's hair too, and is gonna let the Oni out. So this dude's just stealing everything, just every freaking thing he's just stealing while he's on as a big bleeding bird. And then they're like, hey, dude, there's like a wildfire up in a mountain, and like, the firefighters, they like, go up there to put out the fire. But then, there is no fire. Oh shit. So they're like, oh well fuck, we gotta go fucking investigate. There's a mystery fire that's there and then isn't there. And they find this fucking portal thing that's glowing. And Arata's like, dude, I'ma touch it. And everyone's like, oh no, fucking don't. And he's like, I'ma touch it. And then he touches it. And then him and freaking glasses dude get warped like a billion bazillion feet underground somewhere. They said where, I forgot, doesn't matter, they're somewhere. And they're just like, and he's just like, flick at Arata's face, and he's like, you're dumb, we're here now, why are you so dumb? And Arata's like, I'm sorry, I wanted to touch it. And then freaking long hair McGee, who stole all the fucking shit, just like, hang, like, bats in there, like, he's upside down, his face is, at their face. I don't know how he did that. And he's just like, hey, dude, freaking Seme fucker, I got a surprise for you. And they're just like, oh, cool, we like surprises. And he's like, it's zombies! And then there's fucking zombies everywhere. So apparently freaking long hair, evil villain McGee that rides birds and steals shit, apparently he has some beef with the fucking ancestor dude of the main hot dude. So now he's trying to beat him up by making zombies, I guess. So there's zombies now in this show. Just like zombies. Just everywhere, there's a lot of them. And, he's like, hey, it's a welcoming present, zombies! So, and I'm excited to watch the next episode, because this show just got way more exciting. And this episode that was the last episode had a lot of fun. Like, it's all really fucking stupid, but it's really fucking fun. There's zombies and shit, and there's fucking ogres sealed in this thing by fucking hair. And it's kind of fun, because they don't really actually give you much exposition or explain most of this shit. And, like, this is all based on, like, Japanese folklore and shit. So, I mean, so it's like, you know, the information of what all this is based off of is out there anyway, and it's easy to, you know, look up. But, like, so it's not like they had to, but I really enjoy that they don't explain a lot of shit, because it's so much more fun when it's just this goofy show. It's just like, hey, here's fucking sand in a can, we spray it, lets you see shit. Here, look, see that big spot there? That's blood from this fucking big bird with like 10 heads, but it's missing one, the neck's bleeding everywhere, and it's got a long hair dude that's stealing fairy wing powder and magic metal rat tails, and oh no, you touched the magic portal and now you're getting attacked by zombies also made by the long hair dude. And now next episode we're gonna learn, I don't know if the zombies or what was, I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, frickin' Theo, Dr. Dude McGee, he was like, he said something, I can't remember exactly what he said, god damn it, but he said something about dead people dust, and something about fucking soil from graves and dead people dirt. So I'm guessing that the fucking shit he was stealing was to make some fucking zombies to fucking kill Arata, I guess. I guess that's what they're for, maybe. I'm presuming. He made it sound pretty much like it's just random, like, hey, Arata! I got you zombies! And they're gonna kill you! Fucking zombies! So yeah, we got that going on now. So I'm fucking hyped for next episode, which is a 3, by the way. So I will see you tomorrow with my thoughts on episode fucking 3. Toodles!
Bye-bye!
Thank you, wonderful humans, for watching this video. If you could please subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment telling me how wonderful I am. Follow me on Twitter at FlashyJWEvans, and as always, this has been Hell and High Tales, and I am one of your lovely co-hosts, King of Games Champion, JW Alistar, telling you to have a dandy day.